doubtful or questionable for week 1.
Great.
So
So you're gonna have nobody.
whoever is
Good luck,
healthy,
Drew Lock.
whoever's healthy might win that job. But yeah, I think
True.
Walker's a good
I
talent.
Walker.
I think everyone's on top of Dameon Pierce right now with the Texans.
Mhm.
Yeah, they cut Marlon Mack today, so it's just him and Rex Burkhead. His draft capital isn't that high. I think he's a 3rd or 4th rounder, but the way he's running in preseason, it looks like they're just gonna give him the rock a whole bunch. Who do you got as your number 1 guy, AJ? For rookies. Yeah. Dude, that's crazy. He was named the starter too.
And he might come back and play too. Nuts.
Yeah. Isaiah Pacheco. Yeah. Yeah, Pacheco. He's from Rutgers. Yeah, he looks good. Jam, yeah, up at the Bills. What do you think's going to happen with him? Is he going to be in a committee, or are they going to give him 3rd downs? What's going to happen with him?
He'll be committee. Bills always be committee.
Zach Moss can't catch the ball.
Wow. This season? Wow. True. That's a good one. For fantasy, I think Olave takes it. I think he's going to tear it up in New Orleans. I mean, obviously, Jameis isn't the best quarterback of all time, but I think they'll find ways to get the ball in Chris Olave's hands, and I think he'll step up and be the new Michael Thomas, be the new big dog in New Orleans, and run it up. Mm-hmm. You have to.
Yeah, I mean, I think Chris Olave has the highest wide receiver odds to win Rookie of the Year right now. So that's a good one. I mean, in terms of like NFL talent, I think once Jameson Williams gets healthy, he's going to be a stud. But it's just a big if. Like if he comes back halfway through the season, or if they just wait the whole year. I think they're saying he's going to be out for at least 5 weeks. But then there's a lot of later round guys that I like a lot of 2nd round and 3rd round guys who've been killing it in training camp.
It dubs for Green Bay.
No, I'll say some of them. You want me to name some guys?
Run it through. I got a lot of late round picks. I'm gonna take some notes.
I agree on Dobbs. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is eating lunch with him. So, but I really like Wan'Dale Robinson on the Giants. I just think it says something that they moved up with the new GM and the new coach Brian Daboll, and actually drafted a wide receiver at a position that they were already spending the most money. They had Kadarius Toney, Kenny Golladay. So I think they might use him a lot this year. But then you have other 2nd round guys like Sky Moore. I'm just looking at my list that I have right now. Sky Moore if you have Patrick Mahomes throwing you the ball and you can get open, you're gonna have a good season. And then there's like David Bell on the Browns. I mean, I don't know how Jacoby's going to do the first 11 weeks, and then Alec Pierce, dude on the Colts. There's a lot of wide receiver talent, and I think a lot of these names are probably going to be in the league for a while.
I think Pickens is going to have a hell of a year too. He's been tearing it up.
He's scary. The Steelers always find a way to draft a wide receiver.
He's been killing it. No juju, so a lot of opportunity to make some plays.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he didn't disappoint in the preseason. He went like 7 for 100. I mean, he fits the I mean, Mark Andrews is, you know, stud
Stud.
tight end, but I mean, if we can pair up another pass catching tight end there and then have a couple blocking tight ends on the roster, I mean, we should be good. Isaiah Likely looks like a wide receiver out there. Yeah, the more 12 personnel we can run, the better. Oh,
Yetter.
Kyle.
Yetter.
I'm
Yetter.
getting I might
I'm walking off. I'm not even giving him a
might
chance.
just combust into the air, like, I might not even exist anymore.
Man, that dude is a freak. A freak.
You see what he did to Jason Kelce in that drill.
Drove him straight back. Effortless.
That's what the punishment is this year. You gotta go one-on-one against him.
Vinny's gonna call him up. He's gonna get his number somehow.
I mean, he doesn't come back so he suspended 11 games, which means 12 weeks because they have a bye. So he doesn't come back till week 13, so he comes back for 1 regular season or 2. I guess we play 14
I
weeks
think
regular season.
yeah.
He comes back
Then
for
I guess
2
you
weeks
pick him late,
advance.
you can keep him. Right? Depending on the keeper.
Yeah, if you take a late flyer and your
I
team
don't want him. Our team doesn't believe in drafting people with bad character. We don't need him. The only thing that makes him MVP candidate is talent. Just because he has Kittle, just because he has Debo, he's got a bunch of good running backs. They'll make him look good just because of that talent. But I don't think him as a quarterback is that great.
I think fantasy wise, he has a lot to offer though, just because he has that rushing upside. And yeah, I mean, he has people who can if he gets Debo the ball, Kittle the ball, Ayuk the ball, they can make plays happen. He can pass it 2 yards and they take it 90. So
No chance. No chance he's in MVP discussion though. No shot. No shot.
oh my gosh. He also was hurt last year. I'm buying the Russ hype.
Oh, I'm selling them all. Get rid of them. I don't like them all.
My Yeah, what's up with his elbow this year, AJ? Is he gonna play?
Warrior. Can never sell Devontae. You always got to buy on him. He's an unbelievable talent. Derek Carr's a hell of a quarterback. You know, Josh McDaniels is going to find a way to scheme up some good routes for Devontae, and they're gonna force him the ball just like they did in Green Bay. You have to. I'd always buy him.
Yeah. They got that college connection too. He's been catching passes from him.
True.
Um, yeah, I mean, I think some of them went to spots where it helps their fantasy value, and then other guys went spots where it hurts their fantasy value. Like Allen Robinson, it probably helps getting the ball from Matt Stafford. He's never had a good quarterback in his career, but I mean, he could be washed. Who knows? He looks good in training camp though. Cooper definitely hurts his value. Um, who who else? Who else did you name?
AJ Brown. AJ Brown will
Oh,
be. That'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how that shakes out.
yeah, AJ. If they can get AJ Ball the Brown or AJ Ball the Brown, what am I saying? AJ Brown the ball. Yeah, he's gonna make plays happen. And then Tyreek, if they get him the ball,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
Tyreek's an interesting one because Tua is a sketchy guy, man. He's talented, but man, he's not a great quarterback either.
they connected on some like 60-yard, and then someone like tweeted it out. I think it was Sunday whenever they played against the Eagles, and they're like, "Dang, did you see that 60-yard curl route?" Because he had to come back to the ball.
Good call.
You did, yeah. You had Rams, I had Niners. They played each other in the NFC Championship. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Who'd you say?
Broncos.
Chargers.
Yo, still mine.
See who can survive that division. That division's stacked.
Yeah, yeah, you stole mine, AJ. My dark horse is gonna be the Chargers. My favorite's Bills. Josh Allen. Josh Allen leading them to the promised land. They keep on knocking on the door. They get better every year. Then they solidify themselves on defense. And they got Von Miller, which is I know he's peaked and he's on his, the decline, but he's coming off a Super Bowl win. He's still the heart and soul of any defense he plays in. He knows what it takes to get to the Super Bowl and win. So I think it gives him enough to kind of get over that hump.
I'm going with the Packers as my favorite. I'm on the Aaron Rodgers train that he's gonna get over the hump. He's not gonna win MVP this year, but he's gonna get done in the playoffs this year. They have the best defense in the NFC by far. Um, yeah, I think they're gonna get it done this year. They lost Devontae Adams, but they got Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon rolling, and he's Alan Lazard and some other pieces are they're gonna find their roles, and he's gonna be able to get them the ball.
Who's your dark horse?
Baltimore Ravens, baby. we people need to start respecting them again. They were 8-3, number one seed in the AFC. Lamar goes down, we lose 6 games and miss playoffs. Everyone just forgot about them. I think they're like 25-1 for a Super Bowl this year and 9.5 win total or something. So that's my dark horse. Well, I can
I'm a
tell the
realist.
Ravens as a dark horse. They've been top of the AFC the past couple years, losing in the playoffs, just like my fantasy team.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, like,
I love that, AJ. I like that.
hmm, interesting.
You gotta get a new finance guy. That sounds
Yeah.
like you just do math.
We're in year 4, AJ. What are we doing here? I think they're all great changes. All great changes. Love the no division. The fact that it's randomized, does that mean you can play one team multiple times and play another team none?
But you should play everyone once, right?
At least. At least. Yeah, I like that. How does that affect playoffs, or is it just top 6 go? So it'd be the same.
Yeah. I like that. That way you don't have that way you don't have division winners getting the bye and the second place person with the
Yeah,
most points having to play.
fucking everybody up.
Um, no, I like that decision. I also like the um no defense. I like adding the flex spot, adding the bench spot, and I like how the waivers are continuous, don't reset every week. That way other people have shots at targets throughout the season. He's got to put the ring in there.
And Elijah Mitchell. And Elijah Mitchell. Let's not forget. Show up late, stress free. I'm gonna get a good night of sleep, right before the draft. Nah, I mean we'll just see where it goes. See who's left on the board at round 5 once to start picking, and hopefully find some good keepers. Maybe some good trade value deep in the draft, but we'll see. I think it helps me. Helps me. I think it makes me more level headed, more patient. I think it helps. We'll see. We'll see. I'll tell you, AJ, when it gets closer. I'll tell you, I'm keeping Josh Allen. I'll tell you that right now. Franchise quarterback. We don't get rid of him. We don't turn our back on family.
How many people are in the chat right now?
But people are going nuts.
You said Diggs and Swift in the fourth. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate that. It depends what his draft strategy is, and if he doesn't have any other keeper candidates. Yeah, then I guess he'd roll with those two. I wouldn't know. Can't speak from experience. Well, Jefferson's a no doubter. He's top 2 wide receiver in fantasy, and then yeah, I mean DK, he's a beast, but can Geno Smith or Drew Lock get him the ball? You saw what happened last year when Russ went out.
But even if you keep him at what round is he keeping him? 10?
10.
Yeah, that's no brainer. Probably Cook. If he's on the board.
I'm gonna take a piss. I'm gonna be right back.
I don't think Buf does, and I think he regrets it. I think he'll keep him, thinking he'll, he's making a smart move, but I think that's going to come around and bite him. Kyler's best days are behind him. I don't know. I mean, got a new job too, man. The man is riding high. I think he's actually going to be focused this season. I think he's going to be locked in. We're going to see a different Buf. I don't even remember 2 years ago, AJ.
AJ gets married outside of football
You're
season.
talking to a champ. You better watch your mouth.
Are you saying we can keep 3 people this year?
Keep it no limit. Oh, that's right. Next year. It's next year. I think he keeps Cup.
I think he goes Hollywood and Cup. Yeah, I mean, where he can draft a quarterback. He'll be fine.
Easy.
Kyler's probably a top 10 guy, but I wouldn't say it's a huge value keeping him in the 7.
Ooh.
Yes, how do I score the most points in the league with 1B guys? But yeah, but I'm pretty sure I'm doubled up in 4, 5, 6, and 7. Am I right? So I did that on purpose, trying to trade the higher picks and then getting 4, 5, 6 because I'm gonna have keepers there, and then pretty much I'm just gonna be drafting like a regular draft. Like it's pretty much like I didn't really lose any picks if I keep I think I can keep Eckler, Javonte, Debo, Akers, Dobbins. Is Debo 7? Debo's 7, I think. So my draft strategy is pretty much gonna be snag 2 keepers that would go in the first or second round, and then just start drafting from 4 and on. Oh, he made the playoffs and you didn't.
Wow, AJ. How embarrassing. Why don't we put you on blast, AJ?
I didn't put that together. I think so. Yeah. I think he's my is that ain't no Wallabat girl or whatever? Yeah, that's my biggest rival in the league, I'm pretty sure. He's the one who always roasts all my trades I send. No, I'm rooting for him, yeah. I think he drafted a decent team last year and just had some bad luck. Oh my gosh.
You got fleeced, AJ.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cheering for him. He's my I just said I think he can do it this year, so I'm still gonna be big rivals with him, but that's my dude.
Ooh.
Call ends in 10 minutes, AJ.
Nice.
You
No,
give
go
me
on.
some
Talk about yourself.
give me some of your players and your keepers, so yeah, I think you go Terry and Waddle, and then just try to fill out the rest of your roster with high floor guys. AJ, you saw that there's only 10 minutes left, right? Alright.
Absolutely. Thank you, David. I didn't even ask him for him. He offered them to me out of the blue.
Oh my gosh.
What a happy day. Man's loaded.
I don't think you have to be lucky with 9 picks in 3 rounds. That's a top 3 team easy.
But you got to finesse it down the stretch. Yeah.
We'll see. Ramondre
Sure.
Stevenson. Oh, dude, yeah, keep ETN and draft 9 people in the first 3 rounds. That's championship.
Wow. Not me. I delivered on my picks, AJ. Wow. Pulling for you, David. Let's go, buddy.
Mr. P.
I don't know. First back to back, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, you can't go back to back. You won.
Well, first 2 times. Sorry, first 2 time champ. Ooh.
The Primo team. No, didn't you tell him to trade in one? You're pretty much the first year champion. Lock him. I mean, if you're, I don't. If he's not injured, he's the best fantasy player. And I'm pretty sure yeah, but
it's a big if. It's a big if.
Fluke injuries.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Listen, James is scrappy, man. I would never count him out. He'll find a way to be a contender, and if he's not, he'll sell the shit, get some picks for next season, and try again. Has to be. JT has to go first. Has to go first.
I'm gonna contradict most people. I would go CMC first just because I'm not gonna bet on injury. But if you want to play it safe, yes, JT's the move. JT's the safest player in this draft. So what happens if Vinny keeps CMC? Who's James taking? Um,
That's sick.
yeah. I mean, I don't even know who owns half the picks, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be crazy.
I don't know who's keeping who, so I don't know who's going to be available to even pick in the first
Yeah,
round.
keeper leagues are always crazy because the first
Yeah.
round is never the same guys in redrafts.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then we got what? And then we got the game Thursday, right? Bills, Rams. Who you got winning that real quick?
Bills.
Rams are 2-point dogs right now.